This is going to be the first of 3 lessons on how to improvise within different modes. So first, before we get into the modes, we want to look at the 5 positions of the G major scale. So we're going to go here 3 5 and then 2 3 5, 2 4 5 twice, 3 5, 2 3. That takes you G to G. Now you could play this 5th fret in that position as well. And you can play that 2 there and come back to your G for your resolve. So once again, that was. Okay, second position is this 5 7 8, and then 5 7, then 4 5 7 twice, and 5 7 8 twice. So one more time, up and down. Okay, third position is 7 8 10, then 7 9 10 twice, then 7 9, then 7 8 10 twice. Okay, one more time. Okay, fourth position, 10th fret, middle finger, 10 12, then 9 10 12 twice, then 9 11 12, and then jump up to this 10 10 12 13, 10 12. So one more time on that one. Okay, and the 5th one's going to go 12 14 15 twice, 12 14, and then 11 12 14. Back up to the 12 12 13 15, 12 14 15. Okay, so one more time. And those are good to practice with your down and up picking as well, so get your practice on that. Now there's little exercises like thirds. Those are really good to practice with this too. There's also like 4s, where it's like 4 notes at a time going up the scale. But breaking all that down is kind of for another time. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about the Dorian mode. Now the Dorian modes basically breaks down to, if we're playing in this G major scale, if I start playing with the G note and doing the scale stuff, it has a certain sound. But if I was to start with the A, the 2nd note, then it has more of a minor tonality, because the 2nd chord of a key, in this case A minor, the 2nd note of a scale is a minor chord. And that minor chord, when mixed with the 5th note makes a major chord, or a dominant 7 blues chord. So when I take that A minor tonality there and I put in this 5 chord, it's a perfect illustration of how the Dorian mode works. So the Dorian mode, once again, was this scale. So that's like the perfect scale to work with this chord progression. It's kind of like Oye Como Va by Santana. So if you didn't know about modes, you'd probably be using like your pentatonic minor, and that would be sounding great. But when you want to get into certain notes that are like, say, look at this 7th fret of the 2nd string, it's part of that D7 chord. That note is in that mode, and so you can really, like Santana would really use that, like. So he would hit that note when this chord is hitting, and that's called really playing over changes. The next level is you can look at these arpeggios, like so the A minor 7 arpeggio is that. Now that is just the notes of that A minor 7 chord. So it's like a scale made out of only the notes of that chord. So all those notes sound the best when that chord is happening. As opposed to these other notes in the mode, they don't sound that good at that time. But some of those notes, like that 7 right there in the second string, sounds perfect and brings out the sound of that D7 chord. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little loop going in this A minor 7 to D7. So one thing to think about here is when you're on this chord, you have this arpeggio. So that's 5, 8, 7 on the next one, 5, 7, then 5, then 5, 8, 5, 8. So those are the notes that are in that chord as it's passing. So if you use those notes more in your phrasing, you'll sound closer to the chord. And then when it gets to this chord, let's look at its arpeggio. Starts on the D. So 5, and then 4, 7 on the D string, and then 5, 7, then 7, and then 5, 8. And if you wanted to keep going, you could go down to these notes. And that's that D7. So that's where... So that 4 right there is the same as this 7 right here. So that's really the most kind of important note, and you really want to use that. You can start using notes over the other things and all that, but if you want to kind of make it drop right in the good spot, you kind of wait for that D7 chord to start incorporating that. Now this other 7 is also in that chord, in the D shape of it. That's the D note as well. So you can do phrases that use these 7s more, and even that 7, when you're on the D7 chord. So how about I'll play some chords and you guys use that mode. Remember, here's our full scale. And if you know the other G major scale positions, since this is in G major, you could use any of those other positions too. So G major is still, our A minor Dorian is just a part of G major. So all those other scales work. Okay, so I'm going to play these. You guys jam out a bit. 2, 3, and... You can always just use your minor pentatonic sometimes to make it more bluesy. Put your flat fifth in there if you want. And you can go back to modal. You can go from pentatonic to modal back and forth whenever you feel like it. right, so that was a little bit on A Minor Dorian. So that's one of the most popular modes, right? There is 7 different modes. The first one is just based off this major and uses the all of the kind of chords in the key of G. But when you're soloing over different major chords like G, C, and D, it gets a little tricky. So I'll do a different lesson on that. But these other modes, they kind of work out to be like a 2-chord progression, which makes it very kind of simple to follow the 2 different shapes of the arpeggios and things to be playing over changes. So Dorian, that's the first mode. This first lesson, we're going to get into the Aeolian mode, the other minor mode, in the next lesson. So we'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Please like and subscribe.